Hi, this is Toya, and you tuned in with Healthy Talks and Walks with Toya. Welcome home. So, today we will be discussing me, just a little bit about myself. My name is Latoya Calhoun. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised. I grew up with a lot of adversity and just grew up in drug addiction, alcoholism. I lost my sister at 17 to domestic violence, and I just have always been like a standout kind of person. So, I started this page because I was on a journey to healing holistically, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. And I have found that the best way to heal, and a lot of the times to dispel a lie, we really just have to deal with the truth. And the truth normally comes out in healthy conversations. So, a lot of the times as well, I give a lot of my friends healthy advice and things of that nature. And they say, Toya, you should share this. You should share this with somebody. I'm like, really? I really didn't feel like I had much to say, but here I am, and I'm going to say what I feel like I have to say. And hopefully, you all can give me some healthy feedback, and we can have different conversations on a lot of different topics. Like I said in my intro, purpose, calling, IVF, dating. Although I'm not dating, but I have had a lot of guys that tell me that they're trying to do the whole celibate thing, but they've been challenged by women. So that's a healthy conversation that I would love to have. Just different things that people normally don't talk about because they're taboo. But we just want to, just see what it's about, and just have a healthy conversation. So that's why I started the page, to just have different healthy conversation. How do we move forward from trauma, from hurt, from disappointments, from different things or whatever, instead of just going in circles or in a rut and holding on to unforgiveness and things of that nature. So that's what started me wanting to start the page. As well as my vision for the page is to maybe just get a little bit bigger, more exposure, on the different topics that we'll talk about. Also, too, I am an inspiring motivational speaker, so maybe land a gig. Also, too, I'm an amateur poet, so I have a few poems that I'll be sharing throughout the time as I feel motivated to write and share. And I think that's about it for right now. So I'm going to share a poem with you all. It's called Against All Odds. So I know I've said healthy conversations like 50 million times. What is healthy conversation, right? So healthy conversation is basically being able to discuss topics that are easy to talk about and some of them that are not so easy to talk about, but being able to hear another person freely, as well as to be able to ask questions, and also to be able to get to a place where we could agree to either disagree, or how do we resolve whatever the question may be, or not a question, just a conversation, to where it's not where we're tearing one another down to try to convince someone to get on each other's side, but just being able to hear a valid point from a opposing view, or either someone that agrees with you, but just being able to dispel a lie for the truth and be able to move on in a healthy way, where you're not being hindered by fear, by resentment, or all of those horrible things that just hold our lives up for no reason at all. Against all odds, I have survived. All the hardships serving as an internal drive. A drive that pushes me beyond the invisible but very real lines designed to keep me in my place. Lines that were created to make me be afraid to run my race. The race that's set before me. See, no matter what's said or thought of me, I cannot be placed in a box. And neither do I subscribe to people, places, or groups who tell me who I can and cannot be simply because of my gender, or because the color of my skin, or because of how far I still have to go, or where I have previously been. Against all odds, I have survived because I have not chosen to drink from your cup of bitterness. I do not choose to treat people according to someone else's opinions, and I still believe in respecting and honoring leadership, even when we disagree. Against all odds, I have survived, ultimately, because I didn't lose me.